I ran into this exact headache a couple of weeks ago. I was in the middle of a tricky programming job, had the DC706 all hooked up to the car, and I went to pull the latest software or maybe a necessary online file, and nothing. The device just sat there, spinning its wheels, refusing to grab the Wi-Fi signal. I tried my shop network. I tried my personal hotspot. I restarted the thing probably 3 times, hoping it would just catch. It's frustrating, right? You have the hardware, you have the skill, and then you get stopped by something as basic as a wireless handshake. Welcome back to Baabji Motors. For anyone who hasn't dealt with this yet, the OBDSTAR DC706 is a powerful piece of kit for programming and diagnostics, but like a lot of specialized tools, it has a specific language it speaks when it comes to networking. And if your router or phone isn't speaking that exact same language, they just won't connect. So, before you throw in a towel and assume your unit is faulty, let's walk through the fix, because it's almost always a setting mismatch. The core of the issue usually comes down to 2 things: frequency bands and encryption. First, you have to understand that the DC706 isn't a smartphone. It doesn't have the latest Wi-Fi chip that handles all the modern bells and whistles. It operates strictly on the 2.4 gigahertz frequency. If your home router is broadcasting a 5 gigahertz signal, which is common for speed, the DC706 literally can't see it. It's like trying to tune into an AM radio station on an FM receiver. So, you need to log into your router settings and make sure the 2.4 gigahertz band is enabled and that your device is trying to connect to that specific network. While you're in there, check the security encryption. The device plays nice with WPA or WPA2 encryption. If your router is set to something newer or more complex, like WPA3, you might need to temporarily switch it to WPA2 for the programmer to shake hands properly. Now, if you're out in the field and rely on a mobile hotspot, the logic is the same, but the fix looks a little different. On an iPhone, the magic switch is called Maximize Compatibility. You'll find it right there in the personal hotspot settings. When you toggle that on, the iPhone essentially forces a hotspot down to the 2.4 gigahertz band and adjusts the compatibility settings so that older devices, like your DC706, can find it. Without that, the iPhone usually broadcasts on 5 gigahertz by default, and again, you're invisible. For Android users, the path is a little different, because the DC706 can sometimes struggle with password handshakes on certain mobile networks. The most reliable workaround is to temporarily remove the password entirely. In your hotspot settings, look for an option labeled Security or Configure. Open it up and set the security to None. This creates an open network. It sounds a bit counterintuitive, and obviously you only want to do this for the minute it takes to connect, but it removes a layer of complexity that can cause a connection to fail. Once the programmer is online and pulling data, you can turn the password back on. If you've done all that, check the band, switch the encryption, and even tried an open hotspot, and your DC706 is still stubbornly offline, then it's time to escalate. At Baabji Motors, we always say the hardware is only as good as the support behind it. You'll need to contact an OBDSTAR engineer directly. They're going to ask for your device serial number, so have that handy. It could be a firmware hiccup or a deeper hardware fault that they need to walk you through or correct on their end. So, going back to that question I posed at the start, did the Wi-Fi really stop the progress? It doesn't have to. Once you know the rules, the fix is simple. Honestly, I think manufacturers keep these devices on older Wi-Fi standard for a reason: reliability. 2.4 gigahertz travels further and through obstacles better than 5 gigahertz. It might be slower, but for a diagnostic tool that just needs to grab a file, stability wins over speed every time. I'd love to hear if you've had a similar issue with other programmers, or if this trick worked for you. Drop it in the comments. Here's a quick tip that I don't see mentioned often. If you're using an Android hotspot, sometimes the device will connect to the open network, but won't have internet access because it requires a sign-in. If that happens, open a browser on the DC706, yes it has one, and try to load any page. Sometimes that forces the Android device to recognize a connection and allow data through, even without a password. It's a weird quirk, but it's saved me a few times. If this breakdown saved you some time, hit the like button. Let's try to push this one to 1,000 likes. And leave a comment with your thoughts or any questions. I try to read all of them, and 100 comments is a great goal for us to hit together. Honestly, only a small fraction of the people watching this are actually subscribed to the channel. If you found this useful and you want to see more deep dives into real-world diagnostic problems, hitting that subscribe button really helps Baabji Motors grow. It lets YouTube know that this kind of technical content matters. Sharing this with a buddy who just bought a DC706 would also mean a lot. These in-depth fixes take time to film and edit, and your support, whether to like a share or even checking out the affiliate links in the description for the tools I use, keeps this going. Thanks for sticking with me. Until the next one, keep your scanner close and your patience closer.